Just what is wrong with Manchester United? Love them or hate them, it's the national debate. Well, they've 8 senior players missing today. Roy Keane just about fit to resume. There are 4 changes from the Derby defeat in all. Ole Solskjaer starts for the first time in 6 months. Tim Howard is rested. His manager believes the young goalkeeper is mentally tired. A young midfield player gets a full Premiership debut in the Tottenham lineup. 20-year-old Dean Marney starts on the right. Freddie Canute drops down to the bench. A visit from Tottenham is just what the doctor ordered for Manchester United's ailments. Spurs have been one of United's favourite punch bags in recent years. It's 9 years since they took as much as a point away from Old Trafford. Mind you, it's nearly as long since Manchester United went 5 matches without a Premiership victory. Avoiding that is today's priority, or avoiding him will be the priority after the match. Keane, let it run for Defoe. Robbie Keane looking to feed off Jermaine Defoe. Dean Marney with a cross, and there is Ziege. And he was relatively unmarked. He certainly got beyond Phil Neville at the far post, and it was a searching cross from Marney. Ziege definitely had the opportunity to turn the ball back across the face of goal. Giggs. O'Shea. Header away by Gardner. Phil Neville. Roy Keane. John O'Shea. Brown was aware of Scholes but couldn't clear it. It's always a full-blooded hit from Paul Scholes with his left foot this time. Trying to capitalise on the slip by Michael Brown and just pulling his shot wide of Casey Keller's left-hand post. England's main midfield anchor, pencilled in for the summer, is again sitting on the Manchester United bench today. Pushed in towards Defoe, forced away by Silvestre. Scholes just managing to sort things out. O'Shea sending Giggs on his way. Into Van Nistelrooy. Oh, just blocked by Gardner. Clear side of goal for Ruud van Nistelrooy. Nothing that Casey Keller could have done, but Anthony Gardner and Gary Doherty combined to shut out the light in front of Van Nistelrooy. Brown. Back to the captain. Scooped into Van Nistelrooy. This is Solskjaer, leaves it for Scholes. Just hit Doherty, didn't know a great deal about it. And Scholes did hit it. This is Marney on the break. Only Defoe for company. He's only got Brown for company, though. Now, did Wes Brown get the ball? Defoe doesn't think he did. It's an innocuous kind of a challenge, but I don't think Wes Brown touched the ball there. He did touch Defoe, and Defoe was denied a clear goal-scoring opportunity. Never mind a free kick. Van Nistelrooy. It's been a handful again today for Tottenham, but he hasn't been able to take his chances. Solskjaer. It's a dangerous cross. Giggs! Fighting back. Manchester United's season isn't quite over yet. Ryan Giggs with an impudent finish to give them the advantage. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer back in the role in which he finished last season in preference to David Beckham, remember, providing the cross from which Ryan Giggs, at the front of the queue for the cross, was able just to flick the ball past Casey Keller and give Manchester United some relief and the lead. Seeger's throw. Tariko. Now King. This is Carr. There's a speculator, but it bounced awkwardly in front of Roy Carroll. Scored an absolute beauty against Manchester United at White Hart Lane 4 seasons ago. That shot into the top corner. 6 months today, Rio Ferdinand's suspension will end. Giggs. Scholes with a surging run. King has gone back with him. Not dispossessed Scholes though. This is Van Nistelrooy. It's a good shot. Smart save by Keller. He has scored in just 1 of his last 6 games for Manchester United. Normal service resumed on an abnormal day. Manchester United in very difficult conditions, both with the weather and with their form, deservedly ahead at the break through a Ryan Giggs goal. Stefan Dalma has replaced Mauricio Taricco as Tottenham try to increase their attacking options. After all, Manchester United have not kept their opponents out in any of their last 10 matches. A lot of rubbish on the pitch today. That's a fact, not an opinion. But you can see how the wind is swirling, and I cannot overemphasise how difficult conditions are. Giggs down to Scholes. Stephen Carr is the Tottenham skipper in the absence of Jamie Redknapp, who's finding a way back to fitness. He's amongst the substitutes today. Scholes to Giggs. O'Shea. Giggs with the cross, charged down by King. Keane. Still in a march on his namesake, into Van Nistelrooy, Forlan! It was upon him before he knew it, and he could not react quickly enough to accept the present. It was wrapped up for him by Roy Keane. It's well nigh impossible for anybody to bring the ball under control, although Giggs has had it under his spell for much of the day. Here he is again. He's got away from King. It's still Ryan Giggs. Oh, it's a good save by Keller. Denying Giggs second. His first had a touch of cheek. That had a touch of wizardry about it. Stefan Dalma. Stephen Carr is on the overlap. Dalma instead for Michael Brown. It's well struck and well saved too by Roy Carroll. Not sure how much of that the Manchester United goalkeeper saw. He's got rid of it quickly too for Roy Keane. Tripped by Brown. Two pretty combative souls in opposition there. Just enough of a touch to send Keane sprawling. He sent Carroll sprawling a moment ago. Well held. O'Shea. Keane. O'Shea's got in behind Tottenham here. Pulled back to Giggs! Could hardly have struck the ball more crisply. John O'Shea tiptoeing into Ryan Giggs' territory. Pulling it back for the man himself. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is such a favourite at Old Trafford. And those supporters are delighted to see him back in harness. But Cristiano Ronaldo, Alex Ferguson didn't think he would have available to him today because of injury. He's going to get a run out for the last quarter of an hour. Just a little bit of nervousness starting to creep into the Old Trafford atmosphere. Third Division Northampton Town were the last team to fail to score against Manchester United in an FA Cup tie back at the end of January. They've almost come to fear the worst here when their team are only 1 up. Ronaldo trying to do something about that. Good challenge though by Ziga. Forlan. Snapshot! And a snap save by Casey Keller. He only just managed to help that over the crossbar. An element of surprise as well as power in Diego Forlan's right-footed effort. Got a vote of confidence this week. Well, that's how his chairman's supportive words were headlined. Good work by Keane. This is Ronaldo. He's crying out to be hit. Ah! And boy, did he hit it. Ticking towards the final minute. Smiles of relief as much as anything on Manchester United faces on and off the field, because Cristiano Ronaldo has tied up a victory at last for Manchester United in the Premiership. Paul Scholes getting a late breather. Bellion will see out the last few moments. It's changing the pace again. Tucked into Bellion. It's free. Oh, they're cutting loose now. Bellion joins in the fun. Kicks provided this time. Bellion just stepped inside Gardner before lashing it past Casey Keller. A win is a win, and Manchester United needed one today. They weren't sure of it until the closing moments. They were certainly deserving of it. It's their first Premiership win for 6 weeks. The title may already have gone, but Manchester United's defiance has not. 3-0 winners.
Well, I was pleased that they were prepared to shoot from all angles. Scholes had a try, Diego hit the side net, and Ruud had a couple of attempts. No, I was pleased at that. There was a positive element to our game today that was encouraging.
Did you feel as if you were going to get anything out of this game today?
Well, I thought they were nervous early on, and I thought we had a fair amount of possession and played a lot of neat, tidy football. You could say that probably at the end of the day we didn't have enough punch to force the goals. But I felt it was a very close game all the while until the last couple of minutes.
I just wanted to give young Tim Howard a break mentally. He's been sensational, the lad. He's going to be a top goalkeeper. But I think this was an appropriate time to give Roy Carroll the next couple of games, or next 3 games, and see how he does.
Do you find it less intimidating to come to Old Trafford than it once was?
Good question. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Whether that's an evening and out of the standards, I don't know. But I would say it is probably slightly less intimidating.
Is there anyone better than Ryan Giggs when he's in that kind of form? He's an absolute marvellous performance. And, you know, we'd love to have that all the time. And that's the benchmark for him.